Okay, what I'd like to show is a set of cells that I built earlier. So it's a lot of going back and forth and back and forth, and each time you go back and forth, you find something. I mean, what's causing you to go back and forth are different things that you find um, in different designs. Okay, what I have are just I have 6 sets of I guess 6 cells, but just all in one container. And each cell, of course, is just made up of just 2 plates, one positive, one negative. It actually doesn't matter where you apply the positive, negative in this arrangement right here. And the reason why I came up with this is because I found out that when it comes to these plates, the way I have them constructed, the gases were actually being produced between, just pretty much between the these 2 plates right here, between the first 2, because these are the ones that actually receive the power. Okay, the power comes down here, hits this plate right here. The second wire on the other side, the other wire on the other side will get the this plate right here. And this is where I actually saw the majority of the power being produced, the majority of the gases being produced. So I decided that, well, why not just have an entire cell where each plate is being powered? But the reason why I didn't do it to these cells right here is because it would be difficult for me to add a set of wires, and you have the little joint where they're receiving the power. They will have a chance of touching each other, and I'll have the issue of shorten them out. There's another reason also, is that whatever amount of heat would be generated by this whole cell, if I would have it separated in a setup like this, it would cool off, or the heat of the whole unit wouldn't rise as high or as fast. It wouldn't rise that high as fast. Okay, so that's what I have right here. Let me show you, in case you didn't see the previous video, let me show you where the cells are actually most productive for that design, for this design right here. Okay, let you see. Let me add a little more. Just to cover the top so you can see. Okay, which will be that'll be the negative. And this will be the positive. Okay, so I'll just touch it so you can see where the gases are being produced the most. Let it clear up a little bit. You see, the most of it, I notice, is being produced between the first 2. I do notice that a certain amount is being produced at the other end of it, but in terms of towards the middle area, I don't see that much production. So I'll do one more time so you can kind of see. I'll just tap it, because after it gets going, the whole wall, the top of the water can get pretty murky pretty quick, and it won't let you really see where production is really coming from. Right, so I'm gonna just tap it. Okay, just to let you see it. Alright. One more time. Okay, so that's that. So like I said, I decided to just do these, right? So I'm swapping, and I'm gonna show you the production of this one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna just touch it across. Alright. One more time. Oh, didn't touch it. And the reason why you see different types of production is because the solution in this container right here is the baking soda. I spilled some earlier, so it's a bit more diluted than before. This right here is just plain distilled water, but of course, when I had these cells running before, I had them in a different solution, and it pretty much dried up. So some of the solution is actually still inside the plates themselves. Alright, so you just add water, it's almost just like, you know, it's kind of still there, and that's what it's reacting to. Okay, so that's that. So this is just another idea of what could be tried. Alright, another thing I also thought about was that, you know, how I can set these I notice when I connect the wires together and I would connect it to one side, I wouldn't actually see production in all of them as being the same, even though each one had its own wire. So I decided to just send each one its own power, you know. So each different cell, each cell in here has exactly 12 volts applied to it once I power it up individually. So I don't know if once I connect the wires something different happens and they actually don't receive 12 volts each, and this may be what could be going on in here. I'm not sure, but just a lot of experiment, a lot of playing around. So that's it.